going on, guys? This is going to be my Hunter video for 4.0.1. I wanted to take a look at some of the changes to the class and the talent trees and the rotations, as well as some of the things I think we can expect to see after the release of Cataclysm. But I guess we'll get started right now with the Marks tree. This is not my favorite right now. This is just a suggestion from some guildies to try to, you know, squeeze out a little more DPS, but I'm still liking BM better. But for now, this is what I came up with. It's pretty much the standard level 80 cookie cutter mark spec. There's a couple of floater points, but this is the best that I came up with. Improved steady shot is really important for the rotation, as is Master Marksman. You'll see why in a second. I'm just gonna start. It's the same way pretty much as the old one. A little lag there, but anyway, mark the target. You want to start out, pet on the thing, and Serpent Sting, Chimera Shot. String 2 steadies to proc improve steady shot. Throw in an Arcane Shot where possible, and always have enough focus when Chimera Shot is off cooldown to actually cast it, because if you don't, you're going to lose damage that way. And obviously you never want to cap your focus. See there, I had a Master Marksman proc, which basically gives me a free aimed shot. That's pretty much the only time I see fit to aimed shot. It's sort of a waste of focus. It's 50, it's more than a 3-second cast, and it doesn't do all that much more damage than Arcane Shot, which is less than half the focus, so pretty much do not use that. Only use it when you get the Master Marksman proc, and it stacks up to 5. The frickin' button lights up. It's ridiculous. It's very, very easy to notice. So Serpent Sting, Chimera Shot, string 2 steadies, aim Arcane Shot if you have enough focus, maybe 2. You know, it depends on your gear and your haste. And then make sure you have enough focus for when Chimera Shot is off cooldown. And then obviously when you get the Master Marksman proc, aimed shot. And when the boss is under 20% health, no matter what, you gotta get the kill shots in. Unless, of course, you're going to hit 100 focus, which is just a big gigantic waste, and you never want to have to do that. As marks, kill command, it's pretty useless. Your pet doesn't do as much damage, so avoid using that. I mean, I guess if you're turned around, you're all the way on the other side of the room in some kind of boss fight that we don't really know too much about yet, I guess you could use it, so it's not like I'm taking it off my bar, but definitely not in the main rotation. So now I'm going to switch over to BM. This is kind of my spec. I love the spec, you know, since I started playing the game like 5 years ago. And it's finally viable again. So this is my BM spec. Again, floater points everywhere, especially these two. I've seen these all over the place. I've seen them in marks. I've seen them, you know, people throwing them in this, which is ridiculous. But I guess if you don't want to have a PvP and a PvE spec, you could. So your most important piece of the rotation for BM is actually kill command, because it does a whole, you know, ridiculous amount of damage, especially for a pet ability. So what you want to do, you know, send the pet in. I pop Beast Wrath there. You want to kill command, then Serpent Sting, and then you just basically sit here spamming Arcane Shot until you can't spam it anymore, or until kill command is off cooldown. You steady shot to get enough focus back, to kill command again, and that's pretty much it for the main portion of the rotation. Focus Fire, you definitely should use Focus Fire every time it stacks all the way up to, I think it's, I don't know, it stacks a couple of times. I think it can stack, I think the Pet Frenzy stacks 5 times, but again, it's really freaking easy to notice. The whole thing lights up yellow and you get these like arrows in the middle of your screen. When you see that, hit the button. It's not very complicated. But other than that, you want to obviously be smart with the cooldowns. Pop Beast Wrath every time it's up. Try to overlap it with a rapid fire, and call the wild. But other than that, there's really not too much more to it. So Kill Command is your first priority. Then you want to put Serpent Sting up, spam Arcane Shot until either you're out of focus and you have to steady shot, or Kill Command is off cooldown. You always want to have enough focus to Kill Command. So that's going to be it for the rotation portion of this video. So I think the next thing would be what I expect to see from Cataclysm. So this is sort of my take on the patch and what I see happening in Cataclysm. I think as far as PvP, especially PvP, it's way too early to tell. Classes are constantly, watch the blue post, look at MMO. Classes are constantly, getting nerfed and buffed, and things are going back and forth a lot. It's way too early to tell for a lot of stuff. Especially right now, gearing, nobody knows what to do. I'm pretty sure that nobody has even figured out, if Mastery is better than Agility for BM. All kinds of stuff like that. Glyphs, nobody really knows yet. I did see Hunters, they're getting little nerfs. Not too big, but they're scaling back the damage on some of the abilities. Widow Venom is going to be completely useless. I think I figured it out. I did the math. I don't remember the exact numbers. But unless you have 2 healers and like 3 DPS on a target, this would be in a battleground. It's not even worth touching it. It's going to be a waste of focus. You're better off throwing in, an arcane shot for 10 more focus, but, it's going to do a whole lot more to damage the thing that you're trying to kill. Other than that, I guess for raiding right now, Hunters, I guess at level 80, but I know the scaling is really, really screwed up without Cobra Shot. And everybody should pay attention to that before they go start crying that, they do the same amount of damage in ICC, but everybody else, especially casters, Shadow Priest, Elemental Shamans, do so much more. So I think it's too early to complain. I don't know how things are really going to work out with PvP. I plan on running African Turtle Cleave again. I think it's going to be viable. I think I'm going to run BM because Heroism with that comp is going to be ridiculous. But I don't know. Things can change. I think that Blizzard really wants to keep PMR going because now it's PMR with Heroism. I don't know if that was really necessary, but we'll see how that plays out. I think we're going to see a lot of spell cleaves again in the higher bracket. Overall, I guess I'm pretty happy with what they did. I definitely plan to continue. I'm definitely going to buy Cataclysm. I'm going to keep the videos coming. I'll try to get some more up with some more specifics after I figure stuff out for myself. That's why it took me 3 weeks to get, or maybe almost a month to get this one up. It was for good reason. I didn't want to just put up random crap, but I don't know. I guess it sort of was. But everything that people put out right now is random crap because nobody's crunched the numbers, nobody's done the math. The spreadsheets are really, really still screwed up right now. I think in order to actually start theory crafting and looking at rotations and what the best things are, we're going to have to wait till everybody has all the abilities they're going to have, especially Cobra Shot, because it's really bad not having that right now. And we'll see how it goes from there. But that's it for now. I'm going to try to get some new videos up this week or early next week, I guess. See ya.